Left with the unsettling knowledge of the hybrid, Zeratul returned to his ship and left the Dark Moon behind. Unable to explain his numbing discovery to his companions, he could only sit and fear for the future of the universe. Hi there folks, we are now on the final mission of StarCraft, or the Brood War expansion, appropriately called Omega. So we had a little bit of a blurb following on from the previous mission, which you can't actually see on the screen because it was a bonus mission. Basically Zeratul discovered that Duran had disappeared and was producing hybrid, protoss Zerg hybrid to be specific, for some unknown purpose. This was after he had escaped from Char, where he tried to take Rashagal back, and we kind of forced him to kill Rashagal. So we're on the final mission now, Omega. So let's get that started.
Cerebrate, our scouts have just identified 3 separate fleets approaching this platform. With Duran having disappeared, and the bulk of my brood still on the surface of Char, you'll need to hold off the invaders by yourself.
You sound worried, Kerrigan. Have I caught you at a bad time?
Not at all, Arcturus. How'd you manage to scrape up your new fleet? Been raiding the salvage dumps again?
I called in a few favors, made a few concessions. You'd be surprised to see how many special interest groups in this sector want to see you dead.
I'm sorry to have to disappoint your new friends, Arcturus. But you really shouldn't have attempted this stunt. It'll take more than your 3 little fleets to bring me down.
3 fleets?
Don't play dumb, Arcturus. I've already spotted the other 2 fleets.
Kerrigan, this is Artanis. My brethren and I have come to avenge the deaths of Phoenix, the Matriarch, and all of the other protoss who fell before the Swarm. It is long past time you paid for your crimes against our people.
When it rains, it pours.
The Protoss, too. Care to take a guess as to who the 3rd fleet is?
No need to guess. It's Dugal and the remainder of the UED fleet.
That is correct, Kerrigan. This is Admiral Dugal. I am giving you one last chance to surrender your forces and submit to the sovereign authority of the United Earth Directorate.
Gee, that's a tough one, Admiral. You'll have to let me think for a minute. You know, Admiral, I think I'll just massacre your remaining troops now and watch you die in agony. How would that be?
You vastly underestimate me, my dear.
I don't think so, Admiral. You see, at this point, I'm pretty much the queen bitch of the universe. And not all of your little soldiers or spaceships will stand in my way again.
So be it.
So here we go. It's going to be it's quite a tricky mission. This is quite a lot to manage. To be honest, one of the most effective strategies I've found is just Hydralisks. So many Hydralisks. There are 3 bases. There's an expansion down there. 1 base, as per the usual sort of format they like to go for. 1 base is weak to air, 1 base is weak to ground for the Terrans, and the Protoss are just a pain. So we're going to venture up there and take out the UED base, and then we're going to wipe out the Protoss, and then we'll finish off Mengsk's forces. Mengsk is the one who's weak to, so I say weak to air, marginally more vulnerable to air attacks, and the UED are marginally more vulnerable to ground attacks, which is why Hydralisks are really effective in this mission. Now, what else should we get? We should definitely get Aspire. Let's get some of these upgrades going as well.
Require more minerals.
How was our mining going down there? That's fine. So, I'm going to do lots of saves, and we are going to have to work quite quickly to push everything we need out.
We require more minerals.
we'll definitely need to get all of our various upgrades quite quickly. They will come and nuke down a lot of these things down here as well, so we need to watch out for that. We're going to need to very heavily drone up, and as soon as we can afford it, we'll try and take that expansion down there. It's going to be in a vulnerable position, but that doesn't mean it won't be defensible. We'll get some Mutalisks around the base for sort of quick defense, and then we'll scatter Hydralisks around as well. Let's get some more drones. So you see, we've got an expansion there. My hope is actually, if we take out the majority of the Zerg base, the UED base, we can steal all of their bases for our own expansions. That will be powerful as well. Right, let's see what other upgrades we can get. We've got Zergling speed on the go. So I have to worry what that's a precursor to. Here we go. So there we go. That drone's vulnerable down there. Yep, as I thought, we'll need some overlords now, but I'm actually going to pop I'm going to get working on the Hydralisk spine upgrade first. And then we'll get some overlords out while that's going on. I think actually just chuck as many overlords out as we can. We've got a spire. We haven't got the gas for any of the researchers there yet, though. Probably going to lose that. If the Zerglings can get in and actually attack, that would be nice. Are we going to lose it? Yeah, we're going to. Oh no, it survived. Okay. It's going to need replacing soon, though. Overlord speed would be very nice.
Forces are under attack.
Let's get some more Zerglings out. I'm actually going to run these down here and see if we can get an expansion out already. So let's, just before we do that, we need some Hydralisks as well. Or do we need upgrades? Right. Let's get a hatchery going down here. And let's get a load more drone. Let's get some Zerglings down there for defense as well. And see if we can get some Hydralisks on the go too. I wonder if we can have a fourth in gas. How many have we got in gas at the moment? 3. Well, that wouldn't have been helpful. I don't know why we were undermining on gas. Undermining? It's not really a word, is it? Unsaturated. There we go, that's probably a better choice of words. Right, Hydralisk movement I think is going to be very important for getting around our own bases. Let's get these down here because I'm going to want to build static defences up. And speaking of static defences, let's get some creep colonies down as well.
Our forces are under attack.
Now, what's that attacking there? Okay, nothing we can't deal with. You go over here, you go over here, and you get us some Sunkens for defence. We've got some more mining to do over here. Let's definitely get the pneumatised carapace. We need to get these overlords moving around more quickly. And once this comes out, we'll put some creep colonies down right away. Because we need the additional gas input from down here. You actually come down here and build an extractor. Now I don't know if that's going to make it. Let's get another overlord out. We need them for scouting purposes. Hydralisk, sunken. These 3 can mine over here. Yeah. Okay. Now I think I'm going to put Sunkens down here too, but I wouldn't mind putting a spore colony around as well. Got stuck on. So actually I'm going to put that sort of in the middle of our base. Now, how are we doing on the research? Right, that's fine. In fact, let's see if we can pull these back towards the base. It's really heavily droning up. Again, I'm going to get lots of Hydralisks. I'm going to to get range upgrades on the Hydralisks, and I'm going to focus on a Hydralisk heavy army, I think. Right, we've got some faster overlords now, that's tremendously useful. You three actually come and mine down here, except, hold on, you go into gas, you two mine here. Now I'm hoping we're going to get an attack on those. Yeah, okay, so the Marine will come. So let's push those Hydralisks up just to...
Our forces are under attack.
There we go. What other upgrades can we get? Let's get another evolution chamber if we've not already... Yeah. That was the wrong one. B and V. And we'll get the Ultralisk Cavern. But I want to be careful how I spread these things around the base as well, because they're very liable to get killed. Let's get those Hydralisks up there. We'll get a few Zerglings around the base for defences as well.
Our forces are
I
under
get some
attack.
Utilisks. Right. Okay, that's fine. Now, what's that? Okay. Those Charon boosters are nasty.
Forces are under
Deal with them, but they are unpleasant. Let's get that Carapace upgrade. Now we're going to move out a little bit, get us around there so the medic can't run away. Protoss forces down here, I've just seen them. So let's get our defences over here. Ah, High Templar. Dark Templar, sorry. That's another thing we need to watch out for. So we need lots of overlords down there. To be honest, you three go over here, except for the... we don't need to take the overlord with us. Let's get some Hydralisks and Zerglings out. And let's do a save here, and I think we can really start massing some of these units now. Get a couple of Mutalisks out. Hydralisk. Right. Where's that? You're going to go into control group. Okay, let's think about getting a colony here as well, so we don't get that run by again. Right, Ham. Okay. Now let's see, can we take out this dropship, because that's one less thing to have to do. Get these overlords spread out. Hydralisks up here. I will get the lurker research, but I don't know when I'm going to. In fact, we'll get the lurker research. We'll also look at soon, quite quickly, getting some of these other researchers as well. Let's get some overlords out on the map. We've got enough minerals to really push on the overlords. I want more Hydralisks too. No, I don't want a creep colony. I want a sunken colony. There. Got the spore colonies around. To be honest, more overlords. And we'll get another Mutalisk. And we'll get some more Hydralisks too. Going to move these up here. We've got some Zerglings for scouts. Shall we get Burrow? Yes. I wouldn't mind the Overlord Vision actually. In fact, the Overlord Vision would be very, very useful.
Our forces are under
They
attack.
are, but not in a way I'm super worried about. Okay, Overlord Vision. I think we need the Overlord side. Actually, I did want that to be Control Group 3, not Control Group 4. So we'll have to watch it out for that when we make our next set of... in fact, here's what we do. You two can be Control 4, and you two can be Control 3. So we've got two groups there. More Overlords out. Let's get some Hydralisks and some Zerglings. We've got the... no, we've not got fast attack on the Zerglings because we went for the other upgrade. We went for the Overlord Vision, which I think was probably the right move, but we'll see. You go in Group 3, which is actually gathered around here. Can we get some more drones out actually over here? How are we mining on the gas? I feel like that's probably... I think possibly it doesn't look like the most direct route. I can only assume it is. I don't think you have to micromanage the... Right, let's get these forces in here. Ah, spider mines. That's something to watch out for. So they're not completely without ground defences, but let's get these Zergling speed. Let's get a load of... Let's get a couple more Mutalisks. Let's get some more Hydralisks. Because there's a lot you can achieve with a huge critical mass of Hydralisks. I've got some Zerglings just for running around the base. Let's get these out away from the rally point. Let's actually get these spread out a little bit more. What have we got down there? I can't actually tell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the Hydralisks in case it's spider mines. Wasn't.
Our forces are under attack.
Now that does actually, I believe, give him some cover. You two go in group 4. Get some more Mutalisks out. Send these forces over here. Fairly easily dealt with. There's a missile turret up there, so we want to be careful with the overlords. Now. It's blinded one of our overlords, so that can go back to base. And we will replace it with some overlords from over here. Not those ones though. We need overlords here. You can go and control group 3. Gonna keep the Mutalisks around for later. Let's see what else we can get done. Sadly, we don't have access to any kind of restoration spell. Restoration would be very useful for fixing those. Fixing what we lost there. Right, definitely want to get more upgrades going. Can we when we can afford that? See, we've got an expansion up here as well. My mouse is being a little bit sticky. I'm not using my normal mouse pad at the moment, unfortunately. I'm just not able to at the moment. So I wonder if that's part of the problem. Right, okay. So that's actually an expansion worth taking. So once we've cleared out the UED forces down here, we're going to take it. Now that is why you don't attack with air, because so many Valkyries. Now, fortunately, those are easily replaced. Let's get a load more Zerglings out. No, hold on, I'm not going to save just yet. You can see how devastating that critical mass of Hydralisks will be against. Now, hold on. They snuck around there. You actually see if you can pull the Valkyries to... we need to keep the Overlords near the Valkyries. There is a upgrade we'll be getting. Right. Now, we have to watch out for siege tanks, but I'm not sure that the UED actually uses them quite as much, which will give us a distinct advantage there. Do wonder if it's worth being able to do a drop there. We're going to have to watch out for the Protoss dropping Grievers on us. In fact, I'm going to get a couple of Ultralisks down here. Ah! You know what? Just as I was saying, we'd have been able to take that Reaver out, but it would have been costly. Right, what's going on around here? You bring these. Yeah, they're going in with Valkyries now. We've got some Hydralisks over here, and also our Spore Colonies doing sterling work dealing with that. Right, so what have we got up here? We've got a choke, which worries me. Ah, hello. You get up these. We'll need an Overlord near, because I wouldn't be surprised if that Wraith cloaks. Oh no. It hasn't. Okay. Here we go. Now. Get some more Mutalisks out, because their ground force seems quite weak to... Now, what else have we got? Hold on. Let's pull these back a second. Okay, they went in really huge there. So, hold on. Let's pull back a second. Now, our Hydras can actually deal with those battle cruisers very well. Let's get some Overlord upgrades going on down here. Let's get some more Hydras down here. Oh. Oh, didn't quite get it. Okay, yep, see, the battle cruisers are actually dead. Let's get some more Zerglings down here as well. That's just a sad scene, isn't it? Right, you go in control group 3. You two go in control group 4. Let's get some more. Let's get some Zerglings as well and keep those camped at the ramp. Now, you guys are going to go over here, except you, I want to take this route. You all need to come up here. We need more Hydralisks, basically. I'm actually going to think about sending a drone over to here, and I'll burrow it. And while that's going on, I'm going to get a Nidus canal to connect us up there. Now, I don't know if that's the best place for it, but they're actually quite cheap and easy to replace, so I'm not super worried. Let's get these over here as well. We're going to want an abundance of overlords because they keep blinding them, which is very rude. We need our Hydralisk anti-air fire. In fact, can we get another ranged attack upgrade? We can. Let's get the Carapace. Let's definitely get the... Oh, we can't yet. And what's going on down there? Ultralisk dealt with that. It's tempting actually to move some of these Hydralisks over, but I think we've got enough here. Now you're going to burrow, because that Overlord's blind. There's a very strong temptation just to send these to their death, to be honest, because they're going to need replacing anyway.
Our forces are under attack.
Right, let's see, can these Zerglings get up here and destroy this? Ah, that's actually worked out quite nicely. It's lured the battlecruiser to us. Take out that. Actually, have we got anything down here we can... let's get some more Mutalisks out, actually. Let's send these over here as well. Yep, let's clear out these turrets, because that's going to give our overlords an easier route through. Okay, I think we're doing okay so far, but I'm understandably a little bit nervous about this one, because there's a lot that can go wrong, I find. Best bit of gas. Right. Here's my thought. We're going to do an overlord drop up here with these, and then we'll leapfrog them over as well. So, yeah, we've got a route into... Now, a bit of a siege tank problem there, but it's easily dealt with.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh no, that's bad. That's very bad. We don't want the Valkyrie. Oh no, it must have died. Okay. Yeah, that would have been very costly if the Valkyrie had connected there completely. Right, okay. Let's get these and unburrow. Unload over there. You guys, can you... keep unloading over here. I thought we'd have more than that.
Our forces are under attack.
That didn't work out quite as expected. You get in there, see if you can take that tank out.
Our forces are under attack.
I'm not sure all of those actually dropped off their forces.
Our forces are
It's okay, we can make up the slack. To be honest, I think it's time we think about building a base here and putting down a Nidus network so we can reinforce much quicker. That is a huge problem though, because that tank's going to ruin our go there. Okay, I think we had some unloading problems.
Our forces are under attack.
They are, but what? Okay, that's fine. More Mutalisks, more Hydralisks, more Hydralisks. Might throw some Ultralisks in as well. Now, that tank is potentially an issue. It's funny watching the tanks have to try and get down the... Okay, never mind. Never mind. No, it's fine. We're good. Right.
The hive cluster is under
What
attack.
are you doing? Stop. That's a problem. Those were out of position. I'm actually going to build some more drones. I think I'll use this to actually heal those quite nicely. Now, you build us a colony there. You build us a colony here. I'm going to have a nice canal up there soon. Oh, I think a lot of my forces just sort of went around and about, way over, roundabout ways and about. We've got an expansion there. I thought we'd lose that. That's fine. Right, you lot just get mining there. You give us a... Shortly we'll have a network. I think tossing a few Ultralisks into the mix will be helpful actually as well. No, I need these down here. 3 and 4. A couple more Mutalisks. Here we go. That Overlord blind, let's just send it in to its death. Fortunately, the Dominion forces are a lot less heavy-handed with things like optical flares. I imagine I could see them making a lot of use of what's it called though? I could see them making a lot of use of science vessels with a radiate. Right, let's get some of these upgrades because we've been neglecting those. Let's get some more Mutalisks. Can't get another Ultralisk yet. Now these can get in here. Yep, there we go. Right. We can get some mining going on down here. In fact, I'm going to stick those in there and get them mining over here. I want these out of the way. Let's get another Ultralisk as well. So you can go in group 4. Gonna rally them nearer to the Nidus network. Carapace can't get it yet. These 3 go into here. Overlord, give us vision up here. Get some more Overlords. We're going to need to replace any that have gone blind, like this one. I wish we had a way to remove blindness. Maybe there is. Maybe I'm missing something. Didn't mean to do drones there, but that's fine. We can make use of them. Yeah, that's fine. Come for me. Come at me, bro. Going to rally these forces over here. What else can we get on the Ultralisk actually? And we can get a couple more Ultralisks in there, and I think let's chuck a load of Zerglings into the mix as well. Zerglings. I wonder if Dark Swarm would be very useful for pushing in there as well. I reckon it would be. Right, let's get some scouting done. So there's kind of a choke here which we need to push through, which I think is doable. But we also need to sort of exercise some control of our forces here because we are going to we don't want to take on more than we can chew. These Hydralisks need to come over here. These forces need to come over here. Zerglings and Hydralisks. Let's get you in that Nidus network as well. There we go. Let's get these over here as well. Let's go in for the big push. Right. Get the siege tank. Pull the Overlord back.
Solution complete. Our forces are under attack.
What are we losing down here? Expendable.
Our forces are
Let's just focus on breaking the back of this base then. We'll get some more overlords over there shortly. In fact, you three just go over there. There we go. This is going to really... The only thing that's a potential worry is those cloaked ghosts, but they're easily dealt with. So let's try and keep our forces relatively close together. There we go. Get these down. We've got an attack down here, which is a problem, but an easily solved problem. I'm not too worried about construction webs there. Big protoss attack coming in, but it's easily repelled.
Our forces are under attack.
There we go. I was pressing the wrong hotkeys quite persistently. No, we went for blinding the Ultralisk. Okay, that's fine because the Ultralisk should be going in with other things anyway for vision purposes. So right, let's pull everything down here. You guys all get back for a second. Let's get another Ultralisk over here, another couple of Ultralisks over here. We're actually maxed out the supply now, so now it's just a case of spending what we got. You come and attack over here. We've got a red Terran attack coming here, but that's easily dealt with. That's a lot of ghosts. I think they're probably considering nuking.
Our forces are under attack.
Get some more Mutalisks to replace what we lost there. Where's our overlords? Oh.
Our forces are under attack.
You get out of there. Hold on. Which one is it? Okay. That's fine. Easily replaced. Come on. Kill that. Thank you. You get up here. Let's see.
Our forces are under attack.
Guys, can you stop lazing around, please? Thank you. Thank you kindly. What's going on over here? Oh, they're just killing more overlords off.
Our forces are under attack.
Should have put some spore colonies there, but I'm not too worried about it now. We've nearly got the UED on done.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Let's actually get some more.
Our forces are under attack.
They are. That's fine. You come over here. We've got this dead now. Nope. Don't attack the.
Forces are under attack.
Yep. Let's just keep these fairly near the back. You're over. Okay.
Our forces are under attack.
In fact, hold on. Yeah. Must have lost some more overlords back there. That's fine. Easily replaced.
Our forces are under attack.
Hold on. You pull back. You guys go in there.
Forces are under attack.
Let's get these over here as well.
Our forces are under attack.
Let's get these over here. We've got some more base opportunities down here. I wonder if those Hydrals can get up there and just cause havoc down there.
Our forces are under attack.
Focus that battle cruiser down. Same with you guys. Attack here, and then just keep attack moving around, I guess.
Our forces are under attack.
As much as anything, it's going to be important, pardon me, to replace our losses quite quickly. Obviously, you know, micromanagement is important as well. You guys get up there.
Our forces are under attack.
But it's not the be-all and end-all necessarily. Yeah, we've got these secured. Let's get some drones out and about to make some hatcheries.
Forces are under attack.
Okay. You go. So you two come over here. What else have we got hanging around doing nothing? So we're definitely hanging around doing nothing. Let's get the more upgrades. What else can we upgrade? Do you know what we should get? We should get a defiler mound. Did we actually get a queen's nest? I don't think we did.
Our forces are
I
under
bet we've
attack.
already got one. No, we've not. Okay, that's good to know. There we go. UED sorted. Not quickly.
Kerrigan, I am prepared to offer terms of surrender. It is my wish that you allow my men to live.
You're not in a position to offer me anything, Admiral. And I don't take prisoners. I'll tell you what. Turn the remaining ships around and start heading back towards the Earth. I'll even let you have a head start.
Our forces are under attack.
After you. It'll be interesting sport to see how far you get before you die.
So, Kerrigan absolutely not taking any anything there. Oh, hold on. What are you doing? Guys, come on. Let's replace those losses there. I think the protoss are going to be who we're going to wipe out next. So we're going to get some hatcheries down. So we've got some mining opportunities ready. I don't know if there's anything else on this platform worth wiping out. So let's start rallying our forces. Hold on. And then attack moving. Oh, we got it. Oh, they use Maelstrom. Okay. I am going to just send some Zerglings roaming around just to sort of finish up, to clean up. So you guys attack move over here, and then attack move over here, and then here, and then attack move over here, and then attack move over here. And we'll see what they get done. I'll try not to interrupt them while they're doing that, and then let's mass the rest of our forces sort of around here, I guess. And then we can take on the Protoss base. So, when are we actually going to mine out from our main base? I'm actually considering that pretty much mined out. So, let's get these down and then let's get these mining over here. Oh, you lot, you can attack move your way down. You know what? You lot just attack move in that direction as well. If they do see anything on the way, they can. That's annoying. Blinded Ultralisk.
Nuclear launch detected.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, hold on. No, don't attack it, don't attack it. Just run away. No, you go off to die.
Forces are under attack.
We're going to get some more Hydralisks down there.
Nuclear launch detected.
Now, where's that one? I've saved. I think we might have actually killed it. Oh. Okay, that was crafty. We can save the Mutalisks there. Yeah, you know what? No. That's not going to work for you a second time. Nice try. There we go. Full control groups there. Let's get you two. Right, you go back to mining. You two. Let's get some colonies down here. So, I want to keep an eye out for that happening again. So I think they must have nuked us from up here. I'm not entirely impressed with the control movement there. Let's definitely get those. Right, yeah, we're going to lose that, but that's fine. Just stop fleeing towards our forces. Let's get some hydralisks over here as well. So it's going to be difficult. They're going to quite easily be able to nuke from there. These definitely oversaturated. So you guys go into there, and then you go over there and start mining. You build an extractor there. When we run out of gas, we can start using that. Right. Don't think these actually might. Right, okay. Can we attack move down here, please? And then attack move here. Then attack move. Unless those things have already been damaged and destroyed, which is possible. Can you not get through today? Is that the problem? Right, I don't know why they didn't do that. But I think the protoss are our next big obstacle there. I actually want these to attack move down here and just get some scouting done. Now, storms are going to be a problem, but you know what? We've floating tons of resources. We can replace anything we lose. We'll get some more ultralists out as well. Let's get some, just before we do that, let's get some scouting done. What other upgrades can we get? I reckon there's probably a load of air upgrades we can get. How many drones have we got here? 2 on a patch, I think we want maximum. You come over here once you've gone through there. We've got an expansion opportunity there. Right. Now hold on. You guys are all getting clogged on the ramp. Do a quick save. And let's get some of these ultralisks, overlords, sorry, around the map.
Our forces are under
Hold
attack.
on, you guys come here, and then attack me there. I just want that gone. Right, okay. It's not a huge surprise there. Get some replacement overlords. Okay, here we go. Let's see what else we can get down here. Lots. What was that? That seemed like a maelstrom. Oh, those were hallucinations, weren't they? You guys move over here. Same over here.
Our forces are under attack.
Right, let's push in there. That was stasis. Let's take one Protoss base at a time, I guess. Oh, mind controls, obviously.
Our forces are under attack.
Now they mind control the... right, let's focus the carriers down. We've got our Zerglings to do a lot of building damage. Let's get some more ultralisks. Let's get these overlords out of the way.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay. Easily taken care of there.
The hive cluster is under attack.
It is. Hold on, hydralisks. Take that. Now,
Our forces
those
are under
rates
attack.
are a bit of a problem, but we can...
Our forces are under attack.
We can deal with it. We've got some spare. We're going to lose a load of Mutalisks in the process there, but I'm fine with that actually. Right, let's just get these attacking down here. They're not doing anything else up here. Come on, Mutalisks. We'll replace these drones. We'll get some spore colonies around them as well. What else can we do up here? Hold on. You guys get there. Where's our Hydralisks? You guys attack there. You guys attack this way. We've got another potential expansion there now as well. Focus the carrier. It's going to warp out. That's fine. Zerglings, Hydralisks. You lot go and mine over here. You go back to mining there. You go back to mining there. Actually, no, wait a sec. You build some colonies.
Our forces are under attack.
Kill the Archon. Or the Dark Archon, rather.
Our forces are under attack.
You go into control group 4. Get some more Mutalisks. Ultralisks, Zerglings, Hydralisks, more Ultralisks. Hold on. Attack the carrier. Prioritise your carrier. Always prioritise your carrier. You get out.
Our forces are under attack.
What other upgrades can we get? There we go. Dark Templar done. You get some vision over here. Crafting. Hold on. You go in group 4. Hold on. Kill the... Can we kill the shuttles? No. Oh, of course. Spread these out a little bit. Where's that Archon gone?
Our forces are under attack.
Wonder if it's worth actually just leaving it mostly Zerglings and Hydralisks so they tend to take. So we'll probably take our Overlords instead if we do that, which is not actually all that much of a problem. Let's consolidate our forces together up here. See what we can see down here actually. Is this a better attack vector? That's fine.
Our forces are under attack.
Right, you attack. You lot attack down here. Let's just get everyone queued up over here. I think we use our Mutalisks to take out those pylons. Although we could probably just shoot up.
Our forces are under attack.
Yeah. Let's hold the Mutalisks back at base for the moment. And let's just shoot. It's not the most efficient way to do it, but let's shoot up the ramp with the...
Our forces are under attack.
Can they not actually reach it? Come on. Oh, they can't reach it. Right, okay, never mind then.
Our forces are under attack.
So we will use our Mutalisks. Then we'll send them back to base when they're done. That was a bad place to put your Reaver there.
Our forces are under attack.
Right. let's move up here. Let's push into this part because we'll be done with the protoss shortly as well, I think. Let's send everything in. We'll have to be careful just to micro the overlords out of there.
Our forces are under attack.
Unsurprisingly, they're going to take away our Ultralisks. That's fine. In fact, attack move. Down there, attack move. Down there, attack move. Let's kill that Archon. Replace our losses.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay. We've not got a lot left to go. We've busted the Protoss base.
Our forces are under attack.
Kill, kill, kill.
Our forces are under attack.
Now, we actually punish that.
Our forces are under attack.
I mean, yeah, you can disruption web our Hydralisks, but I don't think it's going to work for very long. Right. Got the more annoying spellcasters gone. I'm actually going to start building up the problem with the assault here is the Terran air. The Terran ground forces are very strong. So what we're going to do is we're going to use we're going to support with a lot of Guardians. So I'm building a lot of Mutalisks right now to turn into Guardians.
Our forces are under attack.
Let's get a drone down here. Get some more simple colonies. We need a Great Spire if we're going to do that though.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, you guys are getting yourselves into a bit of trouble here. Where's our overlords? Have we got any?
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
This Dark Templar are really getting on my nerves. Fire overlords. I didn't take overlords with me. That's my fault. There's a lot to manage. You guys get over here. I'm just going to send them the long way, to be honest, because
our forces are under attack.
Right, hold these back. Oh, we've got a load of forces stuck there. That certainly doesn't help.
Our forces are under attack.
So we've actually got a load of Ultralisks. So let's pull all of our forces down here. We'll send the Ultralisks in as well as we'll send everything in to hit the enemy.
Our forces are under attack.
The red base. Right, gonna lose those overlords. We can recover from that. You're going to go in Control Group 5. And for Control Group 5, you're all going to become Guardians. I might even go for 2 control groups of Guardians, to be honest. Definitely some more overlords. We're going to see a stasis go down. Can we kill that Archon before it?
Our forces are under attack.
Come in on this side as well. You get in there. You lot get in there. Let's get some more Hydralisks out. What's that? Where is it detected from? I think actually where they're dropping it.
Our forces are under attack.
Can't see. That's fine. I'll take it.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
It's fine, keep targeting the Ultralisk. Probably the worst thing you can probably target there.
Our forces are under attack.
Wait a sec. Have I got the same control group? Oh, I thought I had two control groups of Mutalisks.
Our forces are under attack.
Or do I not have a control group 3 of Mutalisks? I do not have a control group 3 of
Forces are under
Mutalisks.
attack.
Oh dear. Well, the protoss are nearly done as well.
Savor this victory, Kerrigan. For the protoss will never forget your treachery. We shall be watching you.
I think I'm wondering if I lost. I wonder if the Mutalisks were hanging out over here and I lost them. Right, time to take the fight to Mensk now. Let's get all of our Mutalisks replaced. So I'm going to rally your forces over there. We've taken out Phoenix. Not Phoenix. We did take out Phoenix, but we've taken out Artanis' base. So we just final one to push is Mensk. I suppose vaguely thematically appropriate to sort of leave him till last. Yeah, you go and finish those on your way down. So you're going to be control group 3. 4's here, 3's here, 5's here. In fact, I've got an idea. Under the cover of this, we can start firing off at those missile turrets there. And we've got a load of forces over here. No.
Our forces are under attack.
Let's come in with a flank here. Replace our losses there. You guys come all the way down here.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, so that is pretty impregnable. More overlords. We lost a couple there. Now. Can you kill that science vessel off? That's fine. Oh, why did you go in so deep there? So, hold on. Here's the one who took a load of damage. You go to the back.
Our forces are under attack.
To be honest, at this point we can replace a lot of our losses. In fact, 4, you're gonna... Vespine. So, let's get some more Vespine on the go. because we're okay for minerals. So that's, yeah, I thought that would be depleted. 2 more Guardians. And while that's going on, we'll just throw a load of Zerglings at them. That's the word I'm looking for. We can afford to trickle the Zerglings in because we're just using them to sort of get an idea of what's going on in the enemy base. We're actually mostly Ultralisks and Hydralisks. In fact, I can't find any Zerglings really. They might end up walking through the base, but we'll see. Another 2 can go into Guardian aspect. Yeah. Let's get some spare Overlords just in case. And also, speaking of Overlords, let's just get some of these into the base just to see what we can see. So they're going to be expendable Overlords, surprisingly probably. You 2 turn into Guardians as well. You hold your positions. You lot do your job. Did lose a Guardian there. Now, there is also a siege tank up here that I definitely want to deal with. Oh, that's unfortunate. For them,
Our forces are under attack.
that's really annoying. The just use of science vessels is
Our forces are under attack.
You turn into a Guardian there. They really don't like us scouting with these Overlords, do they? Crack with defences open.
Our forces are under attack.
Right, let's push in with some of these. I think we're in trouble now. Right. Let's throw everything in there. We're going to lose a lot of ground forces, but that's kind of their job.
Our forces are under attack.
Where's the Hydralisks? I need them to take out these raids. Okay, that was costly.
Our forces are
Should
under
have gone in with
attack.
more ground support there. Oh, completely forgot about my forces over here. Let's just run those in as well.
Our forces are under attack.
Kill that.
Our forces are under attack.
We're getting stuck on scenery here.
Our forces are under attack.
Let's get a load more Mutalisks out.
Our forces are under attack. Speed gas. Our forces are under attack.
killed the tanks off. Oh, where's our overlords? No, hold on. Where are the overlords?
Our forces are under attack.
Oh dear. Okay. Seriously, I've sent a load of overlords in. Why are they not here yet? Okay.
Our forces are under attack.
These are getting chased off by the...
Our forces are under attack.
You can kill that. Kill the tank. Let's get some more Mutalisks in there, some more Hydralisks as well. Let's pull our forces back. There's a very, very big series of blunders there, but we can recover from it. Let's get another in the gas over there. And in fact, we lost a load of overlords as well, because they were... I screwed that up. Okay, you're going to be control group 3. 4, come over here. 5, come over here. You're going to go into group 5. Turn into guardians while you're there. You're going to go into group 3. No, wait. You're going to go into group... You're going group 5. 3 is over here. You go into group 4. Need a load more Mutalisks if we're going to do that though.
Require more Vespene gas.
These drones will be sitting here doing nothing. So you 3 come down here, except for you who's going to build into an extractor. And what else can we do? You 2 as well. One of you build into an extractor, and the other, where are we? You build into a hatchery here. Control group 4. There we go. We'll need more Hydralisks. Control group 4, you need 3 more Mutalisks. You turn into a Guardian. Right, they're going to go in there as soon as they can.
Our forces are under attack.
You can only get 3 Guardians at a time here. Get some more Hydralisks out. Leave it. So, you 3 actually go over here, and you can become Vespene miners over there. Build a load of overlords in the back of our bases just so we've got them. Why are they doing that?
Our forces are under attack.
There we go, they're all separate groups.
Our forces are under attack.
They're going into attack because they've been sort of aggroed.
We require more Vespene gas.
I think. Can we get some gas mining going here? Yes. Can we get some gas mining going here? Yep. That's going to speed things up over there. I wonder why the race pulled off. Right, okay. We need to keep overlords hanging around. So, let's get all of our forces down here.
Our forces are under attack.
Right, hold position. The irradiate's probably going to kill it, but we'll deal with that.
Our forces are under attack.
They could keep trying to do that. I'm fine with it. Of course, our forces, as soon as the Overlord takes damage, they go in and attack, which is very annoying. Because it's hard to know that they've actually irradiated us. So, let's see. Let's just get these mutalisks around.
Nuclear launch detected.
I'm wondering where it is. If we just let it land and see what happens. If it's something we can kill it. Fine with that. Now hold on. I actually want these Hydralisks to hold position. That's... because they're not doing anyone any favours by running and getting themselves killed in the meat grinder. Right, okay. Group 3. You need to come out here.
Our forces are under attack.
I'm going to lose Mutalisk doing this, but actually we're much better just going heavy duty with the Mutalisks.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay. Again, Overlords keep getting picked off. It's fine, we'll replace some Mutalisks we lost. We will replace some Overlords as well.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
I really get very aggravated with the way they're picking off our forces there. Get the siege tanks. Kill that.
Our forces are under attack.
Get those in there. You're gonna all go down there as well.
Our forces are under attack.
going on here? We've got another mess up with the control groups, haven't we?
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Get some more mess in there.
Our forces are under attack.
Where's that group? Here we go. Now I want that to turn into a Guardian, and that's going to be controlled
Our
group 3.
forces are under attack.
Those going to go in group 3 as well. What's going on down here? They're going to go in control group 2, who's going to get a lot of flyers in the air.
Our forces are under attack.
We need it, especially to deal with those raids. Okay, we're gonna...
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, that was not what I wanted. Overlords.
Our forces are under attack.
You go, well, you can't kill it, but you can certainly hurt it. Let's actually get the Hydralisks down here as well. You get out of there.
Our forces are under attack.
Lots of Ultralisks, I think, as well. You actually rally forces
Our
like
forces are
over
under
here.
attack.
Get these to rally forces over here.
Our forces are
Lots
under
of more
attack.
attack over here. Let's just get these into the open base.
Our forces are under attack.
Fine. We'll deal with it. Yeah, we're going to need to use air forces to deal with that.
Are under attack.
Load of Ultralisks. You know what, at this point, let's just run the Ultralisks in.
Our forces are under attack.
Let's just send everything in. Now. We do need our overlords around to see any potential raids,
Forces are under attack.
such as that. So let's get these overlords in as well. Let's get these forces down here. Hydralisks.
Our forces are under attack.
We'll get some more Mutalisks as well, just to push in. These are going to go in. There we go. Right, how are we doing on here? lost some.
Forces are under attack.
Just pushing with everything now.
Our forces are under attack.
Right, okay. There we go.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay. I think we're nearly done. You get it there.
Our forces are under attack.
Yeah. Not a lot left to go now. Those missile silos, man. Just kill everything. There we go. We're pretty much done. Right.
Our forces are under attack.
And with that, I think we've broken the back of Mengsk's forces. Let's just push in here. And it's just a case of wrapping up as many buildings as we can now. There we go.
Congratulations, Kerrigan. You've beaten me again. Just remember that I'll be out there, waiting for you to slip up. Because sooner or later, you'll make a mistake. And when you do...
Oh, and there we go. With that, we have completed StarCraft and StarCraft Brood War and finished the original game. So, all remains to do is go through to the victory screen and then watch the final cinematic. I will let this final cinematic play and I will let the credits play as well. And I may sort of just sort of give some general overall thoughts while the credits are rolling as well. So here we go.
Once again, I stand atop the broken bodies of my enemies, victorious, but not unscarred. The Earthborn Directorate has been destroyed, and the Overmind lies dead and trampled beneath the ashes of Char. As for my unlikely allies, I think that I shall allow them a reprieve. For in time I will seek to test their resolve and their strengths. They will all be mine in the end. For I am the Queen of Blades. None shall ever dispute my rule again.
Dearest Helena, by now the news of our defeat has reached the Earth. The creatures we were sent here to tame are untamable, and the colonies we were sent to reclaim have proven to be stronger than we anticipated. Whatever you may hear about what has happened out here, know this: Alexei did not die gloriously in battle. I killed him. My pride killed him. And now my pride has consumed me as well. You will never see me again, Helena. Tell our children that I love them, and that their father died in defense of their future. Over.
Shortly after de Gaulle's defeat, the remainder of the UED fleet was overtaken by Kerrigan's forces and eradicated. No UED vessel ever made it back to Earth to report on what had transpired. With his ragtag fleet beaten and crippled, Arcturus Mengsk fled back to Korhol to lick his wounds and plan the reconstruction of his Terran dominion. Artanis and the Protoss survivors returned to Shakuris to begin rebuilding their once glorious civilization. Zeratul and James Rayner went their separate ways, and have not been heard from since their departure. And alone, floating on a dark platform above the burnt-out planet of Char, Sarah Kerrigan, the Queen of Blades, sat and lorded over the ravenous swarms, unable to shake the feeling that a great threat loomed just over the horizon. Kerrigan could only stare off into the vastness of space where she beheld a great void, or perhaps a reflection of a hollow victory of the trials yet to come. And there we go. So, you've actually seen quite a lot of these credits if you watch through the end of the previous finale mission, so the finale of the vanilla or original campaign. There will also be some Brood War credits afterwards, so I'm gonna let those roll out anyway. But yeah, just sort of some general thoughts really. One thing and again playing it again more recently, I really appreciate how, like, the thing is with saying a campaign or a story is dark is it often ends up devolving into that kind of misunderstanding, I think, of like things like The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight is quite dark, but there's some counterpoints to it in that there's hints of optimism. And this is a very very grim ending. But the thing I like about StarCraft 1 is it does have those hints of optimism that temper how dark it is. But part of the reason it's dark in an effective way is it's not afraid to kill off important characters. And not in an arbitrary way. Sometimes some writers get a bit lazy, and to ramp up the stakes they'll just kill someone off. Whereas it had some real, even the deaths that were there to ramp up the stakes, they have some narrative meaning. They have some significance. Phoenix dying again at the hands of a Zerg is not a insignificant thing. That has some sort of narrative and thematic meaning. Kerrigan killing Duke, who is sort of also indirectly responsible for her transformation as well. So she's in a way that she was severely wounded by Mengsk. She obviously severely wounded Mengsk in return. And I like that they're not afraid in StarCraft 1 more so to kill off key characters and not just to raise the stakes. They all felt like there was a narrative. Oh, pardon me. It felt like there was a narrative justification for it. At which point people often, especially people who maybe don't know story structure quite as well, will turn around and go, yeah, but I mean, war is arbitrary. People die all the time. It's okay for people. It's like, okay, yes, in real life, war is arbitrary. Battles are arbitrary. But, in stories, people don't want stories that reflect real life, because that kind of misses the point of fiction. If you want what happened in real life, if you want realistic stuff, a lot of the time, I say realistic in an anticlimactic way. You know, read normal history. Now, that's not to say things that invert tropes are bad. Those are very good. I really like Game of Thrones because it inverts tropes. And this, the way StarCraft mixes a few different aspects of science fiction is really interesting as well. Because obviously, you know, it does have its generic bugs. You know, bug aliens and its generic high concept, high tech, powerful aliens. But it does some interesting things within that, and you know, it especially does that through the lens of characters like Sarah Kerrigan. Especially does it through the lens of, you know, even Rayner is interesting because he's very much in this very he's very much out of his depth. He's just a marshal. I mean, they flesh him out in the backstory and he's a little more, you know, he's got a little more to him in the backstory, but even then he's a fairly regular person, and that's interesting amongst the people he's surrounded by and the greater conflict he's surrounded by. And Kerrigan has a very fascinating arc. She's she's a very tragic character in many ways, and I believe they expand on that in the expanded universe as well. I really enjoy StarCraft 2, and actually I think it might be my next Let's Play. The whole series, so that's going to be like 90 missions or something. It's going to be a long one, but it did lose sight of that a little bit. StarCraft 2 feels a bit more like Saturday morning cartoon narratively. The gameplay's fun, but also the aesthetic does lead into that as well. So like aesthetically and mechanically and everything else, the narrative kind of works together, but I do think it loses what was kind of special about StarCraft, which was, you know, it had humour, it had and it had moments of heroism, but it was very dark and not in a cynical way. This was before, you know, the kind of the gritty reboot kind of genre started. So in some ways StarCraft 2 is refreshing because it hasn't, not refreshing, but in some ways it's nice to see StarCraft 2 not go down the gritty reboot angle and try and make it super dark and kind of embrace a little bit of the campiness of it, but it's definitely a little more campy, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it does kind of miss what was a little bit special about StarCraft 1. Very fun game though, and gameplay wise a lot easier to work with because there's less of the 1998 and 1999 artifacts of, you know, very difficult control schemes, and you know, you got a little bit more control over your units, a little more fine-tuned control over some of your units as well. But yeah, no, both solid games. Like I say, I do really enjoy StarCraft 2, and I'm actually going to probably do that one next. But StarCraft 1's always going to have a special place in my heart. So when they did a remaster, I was like, yeah, I'm all about this. Okay, anyway, I think I've probably said as much as I really can about StarCraft 1. I don't really see the need to like go over the story again or reiterate what you've seen over the last 57 videos. Should be 57. Apologies if I've miscounted that. But so I'm just going to let the credits play you out. So I'm not going to say anything else. There's not going to be any kind of hidden scenes at the end. If you want to leave now. Otherwise, let the credits play you out, and then there'll be the outro at the end. But I do hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next Let's Play.